Hey guys, Richard here with eBike Reviews and Adventures. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Ingway L16. Now, Ingway just sent this to us, asked us to make a video for them. Kind of check it out and test it and see how we like it. And we've had it for about a week. We've ridden it a little bit, and it's a nice little budget e-bike that we're going to talk about. So let me go run through some of the specs, then we're going to take it for a ride. We're going to show you the things we like and the things we don't like about this bike. Here we go. Okay, the L16 is a budget style e-bike. It sports a 750 watt motor. It's got an 18 amp hour battery, but it also has an option for you to get a second battery that is 23 amp hours, and you can get it rigged up. And I tell you what, you'll have miles and miles of fun. This is a bike with a smaller tire. So this is a 16 inch by 4 inch tire, knobby tire on the front, the Chow Yang brand with those mag wheels. We've got over here on this side, hydraulic disc brakes right there with the 160 millimeter rotors. We've got the dual crown forks up here that are not adjustable, but they are dual crown motorcycle style. Huge headlight up here in the front. Nice wire wrap. Everything is contained. Real nice and pretty looking there. Let's go over here. We've got in the rear, we've got this really robust rear rack right here that you can put some cargo on, strap it down. They give you this nice little battery bag so you can stick your extra battery. But if you don't have a battery, you can use it for storage, pack your lunch, put a bike chain, some other goodies inside there. Take a closer look down here at the frame, see what it all looks like. There we have a pretty standard seat, not too bad at all. The handlebars are adjustable so you can rotate those back a little bit if you need to. And over here on the left side, we have our standard handle grips, the rubbery style that I like, with a nice little palm rest bump out. We've got our brakes right here. We got a nice button pad. We've seen this before. I like the button pad because it's easy to see. You got that embossed diagrams there so you can see everything. There's your up and down pass level. Screen we'll get back to. We've got a bell on this side. It's a 7-speed over here with a twisty throttle. Let's power this up. Gonna hit the button here. We'll let it power up, let you see the display. It's gonna flash until it stops flashing. On camera, it looks like it's going to be flashing all over the place, and that's just because of the film rate. But on here, it's not flashing at all, so just be aware of that, okay? It's not flashing. You got your miles per hour, your pass level, your mileage, that sort of thing. We got a lot of noise going on the other side of this wall over here. Tell you what, sorry about that. All right, so nice little budget style bike. Oh, I wanted to mention this is a steel frame too, so it's not aluminum. But I believe they're selling this for $8.99, maybe $9.99. I think it was $8.99. So check it out on the website. Follow the link down below and see what it's all about. So if you're looking for a nice little urban commuter, little runabout kind of bike, just to zip down to the store, zip around your neighborhood, kind of fun, something simple, not bad at all. Not bad at all for that sort of thing. So, you know, smaller people can ride it because it's a smaller frame bike. It's got smaller tires, so shorter people can hop on this thing. You got a lot of distance here. You can lower the seat. So, but I'm 6'1", and as you can see, I just put that seat post up, and I can get on there too. Man, we got more landscapers showing up. So we're going to get this on the road so we can get away from all the noise, and we're going to test it out. All right, guys, the L16 is a cadence sensor bike, which means, if you're not familiar with it, it takes no effort in the pedals. You just barely move the pedals, and the bike's going to take off and go to the highest speed for whatever you have it set at. And right now we have it set at 1, 2, 3, 4, there's up to 5. So in pedal assist 1, what I've noticed is it goes about 10, 12 miles an hour. So we're just gonna get started, do a little light pedaling, let that motor kick in. See there? Now I am just barely turning the crank, but it senses that I'm turning it, so the motor kicks in, and we're at 10 miles an hour already. I'm just kind of cruising around. The motor's pretty quiet. Nice and easy, moving around. But one thing I noticed, I'm not sure if I can do it up here. When I bumped it up in the pedal assist 2, it wants to take off and go much faster. So let's go do that. We're pedal assist 1. Now it's in pedal assist 2, so it speeds up. And as long as I'm just barely turning the crank, see, it wants to just keep going faster and faster and faster. So we're up to 12, 13. I'm gonna have to stop here because we're on gravel road. There we go. Let it do its thing, getting on up to speed. I need to be out on a straight road. I can't really test that here, can I? Because all of this. So let's get out here. Let's find a place. Get out here in the parking lot. Get out on the street. It's a nimble bike. Nimble meaning it's easy to handle because it's not real heavy. Okay, the website says it's 87 pounds, but it doesn't feel 87 pounds. It just feels nice. Feels easy to handle. You got those small tires, but they're nice and fat still, and it just provides a nice balanced bike that's easy to handle. So don't let that weight scare you off. All right, getting out of here, I'm just gonna pedal, see how fast we can go before we get to the end down there. Lightly pedaling, but the bike is gonna keep accelerating. There's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and that's only in pass 2. So pass 2 seems to get you up to the top speed of 20 miles an hour. I could certainly put it up in the like pass 5. And what it does, what the difference is, I'll stop right here. When you're in those lower pass levels on this particular bike, the acceleration is slower and more controlled as you kind of get on up. Remember, pass 1 got me about 12, but pass 2 gets me all the way up to like 19 miles an hour. But it gets me there kind of slow and easy. But if I put it in 5 and use the throttle just to get started, there we go. Now the bike's got more pep and it just kind of jumps up there quickly. Look at that, we're already there, 14, 15, 17, 19, 20. So that's what the pass levels are doing on this particular bike. It kind of determines how quickly you get up there to that 20 miles an hour. Now, 20 miles an hour is not the top speed. We can unlock the bike, and I haven't tried it yet, but we're gonna do that right now. You can unlock the bike, make this a 28 mile an hour bike. We're gonna turn it off. According to the instructions, we're going to hold the left brake. We're gonna twist the throttle, and we're gonna go back over here. While holding those, we're gonna hit the power button for, I think 10 seconds, maybe 20. And it should say 999. Ah, it didn't tell us 999, did it? Let's try it again. So, brake and throttle at the same time, holding it, power button for 10. I'm not seeing 999. That was the instructions we got. Let's see what happens. I don't know that anything happened. Even on throttle, let's test that real quick too. So even on throttle in pass 5, it starts off really fast, but in pass 1, does it do the same? Yeah, it's still pretty fast in pass 1 on throttle. And on throttle, looks like you can go all the way up to the top speed even though you're in pass 1, so that's interesting. Let's turn around here. We don't want to get out there in that traffic. So we're gonna do pedal only, pass 5. Let's see if we're faster than 20 miles an hour now. There's 19, there's 20. Nope, still kept us at 20. I may have those instructions wrong, so I will have to go back and read the instructions again, but pretty sure it was hold the left brake, twist the right throttle, then hit the power button for 20 seconds. You know what? Maybe I didn't hold the power button long enough, because it powers on rather quickly, and I thought it was done. But perhaps not. Let's try it again. Power it off. Left brake, right twisty throttle, hit the power button, but we're just gonna hold it longer. It's powered up now. It's still powered up, but we're gonna keep holding it longer. We're gonna keep holding it. There it is, it's unlocked, 999. That's what we did wrong, guys. Now, according to the instructions, or the specs, this bike will go up to 28 miles an hour. Let's try it in pass 1 and see what it does. In pass 1, now in pass 1, I'm gonna go full speed. Look at that, see that? Not sure if I like that, because I'd like to be able to go slower if I wanted to. Okay, but I hit my brakes and now it's back down to 12 seems to be the lowest speed. after hitting my brakes and slowing down right back there. What's going on? We're slowly picking up speed again. We're picking up speed. We're cruising. 10, 11, 12, 13. We're still climbing. It's just a slow climb, kind of like I mentioned before. The pass level seems to be determining your acceleration, and that's all. So let's go ahead and bump it up into 5, because it's going to accelerate much faster now. 20. There's 21. 23. Yeah, 24. I trust that it'll probably do 28. So I'm going to go ahead and slow down because I don't want to go that fast out here on this little sidewalk. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. But now, I tell you what, it's got a lot of zip, man. You get up to speed rather quickly. Let's just test it out right here in the grass. Those dual crown forks absorbing the bumps really good. So you can cruise around out here in this rough terrain, rough grass, and it's handling it just fine. You know, those smaller 16-inch tires are doing really well too. I was surprised at that. That's kind of unusual for an e-bike to have 16-inch tires, but it keeps the bike lower to the ground for shorter people. Yet, again, as I mentioned, I'm 6'1", and I can ride it perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Yeah, look at that, man. We're gonna zoom all the way up. Let's see what happens if I lower it down past 1 now while we're riding. Now the motor's not engaging because we're in pass 1, so it's going to let me slow on down some. I wonder how slow it's going to let me go. Yeah. We're down to about 15, and it still seems like it wants to slow down. Nope. I just heard the motor engage, so now we're going up to 15.9. So, yeah, kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. Let's stop right here and take another quick look at it. Oh! Yeah, let's just stop right here. Yeah, very interesting bike, I must say. Very interesting, but fun to ride, and it looks great. It's just a really super good looking bike. We got the sun shining on us. Super good looking bike. I like the style of it. You can tell it squats lower than most bikes, right? And you can just tell by looking at it. But nice design, really nice design. Nice weld joints all over, so it looks good. The color is fantastic. Mag wheels, which are really nice. Got a really nice, robust basket. Not just a cheap little, not basket, but backrest. Not even a backrest. Rear rack is what I'm trying to say. So, designed well. It's very strong. Did I mention that you have integrated brake lights, plastic fenders? And I did mention the big headlight up there. Yeah, just a cool looking bike. Fun to ride. If you know, this is for someone who likes the adventure a little bit, okay? Because of this speed, it tends to go just a little bit faster. You know, this may not be for everybody, but for those looking for adventure, looking for a cadence sensor so you don't have to put a lot of effort into it, and a bike that goes fast, bam, this right here will get you where you want to go rather quickly. All right, let's finish this up. Here we go. This time I'm going to throttle. Just going to throttle this time. Take it easy, just cruising down the road. Enjoying the morning. Get across that gravel. Yeah, and that's one thing about throttles. You can always control your speed real good. Let me show you that real quick too. You can control your speed with your throttle just fine. I almost wrecked. Why let that car go by? So if I wanted to throttle only and not move my pedals, look at that. 7 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour. You know, nice controlled speed. 6 miles an hour. I can probably go even a little bit slower than that and keep my balance. So if you wanted to, you could go really, really slow, throttle only. Guys, that's going to be it for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up, comment down below. Check out the L16 from Ingway. Follow the link. We'll see you in another video real soon. Ride responsibly, ride safe.